Hello, we are Pauline, Sunaram, and Ethan. Come along with us on our first trip to the Northeast as we explore New York, Montreal, Quebec, Boston, and back. We have been to Canada before, visiting Vancouver and Calgary, but we have always wanted to visit Quebec City one day. That day has finally arrived. With its strong retentions of the French language, rich culture, and fascinating blend of old and new architecture with historical significance, drew us here. Starting at Fresque de Québécois is a fitting tribute to Quebec's rich history. This mural depicts the past and presence of influential figures and key moments that help shape the identity of Québécois through time. Old Town Quebec is divided into lower and upper towns. In the early days, the upper town was home to government officials and Catholic clergy. Meanwhile, the lower town was the domain of workers and artisans. Today, both areas have transformed, offering a delightful mix of restaurants, hotels, and museums. Ethan, a true popcorn enthusiast, couldn't resist stopping at Boutique Mary's popcorn shop for his favorite snack. He enjoyed it so much that he went back for a second bag. We take the stairs up to the Fairmont Chateau Frontenac. It's a must-visit, not just for the gorgeous hotel itself, but also for the stunning views of the village below and St. Lawrence River. While Sam and Ethan explore nearby, I step inside the chateau to look around. I buy a cup of coffee from Starbucks located inside and find a spot in the outdoor seating area. As I enjoy my coffee, I watch and listen to people speaking different languages from different parts of the world. The musicians and street performers entertain passerby, creating a lively backdrop. After the break, we continue our walk along the Dufferin Terrace, making our way towards the Plains of Abraham. On September 13, 1759, the British and the French fought in the Battle of the Plains of Abraham. It was remarkably swift. The British troop defeated the French force less than 30 minutes and marked a turning point in the control of Canada. Today, the Plains of Abraham have transformed into a sprawling urban park, preserving the site of that historic battlefield. We walk to the city wall where quaint shops with colorful windows line the street. Flowers and plants hang from the windowsills, adding a burst of color to the scene. The Quebec City Wall, wrapping around the west end of the upper town, has stood as a protector of the city. These fortifications tell stories of Quebec historical battles and triumphs. This Gothic fountain is known as the Monument of Faith, commemorates the religious heritage and significance that has shaped Quebec over the centuries. To move between the lower and the upper towns, you can either take one of the many charming staircases or opt for the funicular railway. The funicular offers a scenic and convenient ride, giving you a unique perspective of the old Quebec as you ascend or descend. We make our way through Quartier Petit Champlain, one of the most picturesque and charming areas of Old Quebec. The cobblestone streets, lined with quaint shops and cozy cafes, create a fairy tale-like atmosphere. Shopping, or even just window shopping in Old Town Quebec, is such a delightful experience. If you need a break, you can relax in one of the seating areas, enjoying the music from street musicians or simply watching people pass by. It's a wonderful way to recharge and soak in the lively atmosphere of this charming part of the city. Le Fresque des Québécois perfectly captures the day-to-day lives of the people in Lower Town. It offers a glimpse into the daily hustling and bustling, from the artisan honing their crafts to the lively market scenes. We walk through an umbrella alley. The vibrant umbrellas hanging above create a playful and colorful canopy. It's a spot where arts and daily life blend beautifully. I had introduced Mr. Pink to you in one of my previous videos, and it's nice to see him again in this part of Quebec. We ended our walking tour of Old Town Quebec at Place Royale, right where we started with the Fresque des Québécois mural. This historic square is the very spot where Samuel de Champlain founded Quebec in 1608. We are a family who loves road trips and camping. We have camped a lot in the western United States, but this time we wanted to experience camping in the eastern North America. We are on our way to our campsite at Parc des Loups Chaudière. We had planned a 4-night camping trip, but unfortunately we ended up staying just one night because of an approaching storm. It's a beautiful campsite with friendly staff, mostly filled with RVs and trailers. We managed to get a picturesque spot near the Chaudière River. The calm river reflects the evening sky, creating a serene atmosphere that's simply breathtaking. We are heading to Sainte Marie, a town near our campsite. It is a good destination for people who like outdoor. Our first stop is at the visitor center, where we can't help but notice a tree bursting with crab apple. The peaceful hiking trails surrounded by lush greenery create an idyllic escape into nature. One of the highlights is the winding boardwalk above the ground that leads us to Domain Taschereau Nature Park. Domain Taschereau Nature Park is a remarkable wetland and an ecological park. Its diverse ecosystem offers a haven for wildlife and a peaceful retreat for nature lovers. Our last stop is at Pont Perreault Bridge. Pont Perreault is a stunning red covered bridge that spans over the Chaudière River. Built in 1928, it's the longest covered bridge in Quebec and the second longest in Canada. Its vibrant red color and classic design make it a standout landmark, perfect for a peaceful visit and some great photos opportunities. We stopped in Bushville for lunch at Restaurant Normandy. I ordered the fish, Sam got a sandwich, and Ethan had the ribs. We were pleasantly surprised by the quality of the food, the generous portions, and the reasonable prices. The service was excellent, making the experience even more enjoyable. Thank you, Quebec, for such a wonderful time. We thoroughly enjoyed exploring the rich culture, learning a few words in French, and meeting so many friendly people. A special thanks to our relatives in Montreal for their kindness and generosity in welcoming us. This marks our last stop in Canada, and now we're heading back to the US with Boston as our next destination.